What's up, YouTube? Give me 1 second to get situated. How y'all doing though? Sorry for the background. Man, we lost an hour, man. So yeah, about that. About that. Facebook, what's going on? Give me 1 second while I get myself situated real fast. You know, I had to do it. Just 1 second. One last thing to do. One last thing to do. So what's up, guys? I'm so glared on this one, but it's all good. Make it work. Like I said, sorry for the background. I know it's a lot going on right now, but how are y'all doing? Live on all three platforms again, just to check it out, just to see how it is. I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I'm really not. I just want to let y'all know that I made my first sale on Amazon yesterday. Yes, I did. That was nice. But first of all, I know we lost an hour last night. And I guess that took a toll on your boy because I wasn't I thought I was ready for it, but I guess I wasn't. But so yeah, I know I'm on. I mean, I'm gonna do what it do, make it do what it do, regardless. So I'm here. We here. Just had to get situated for a little bit, but it's all good now. So yeah, made my first sale on Amazon, and so just wanted to share that with you guys. It took me 9 months. So I've been on Amazon since August 13th, if I'm not mistaken. And for whatever reason, man, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 8 months later. 8 months later is when I made my first sale. I feel like that's not a. I kind of like that number. 8. It's not a bad number. It's okay. But for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what was going on. And if you guys don't know, I sell my basketballs on Amazon, and if you guys are interested, it's on Amazon. If you type in Bitcoin basketball, I'll come up in the first page. Maybe not the first couple of selections or products, but I'll come up on the first page if you put Bitcoin basketball in there. I would. Let me see if I can. I know I can. Where is it? To plug it in. I know. I'll probably do it afterwards. I'll put the link afterwards or whatever. But yeah, man, it's let me tell you. Let me tell you, and I'll let y'all go. It's been a struggle, and it was a grind. I can't even lie. So yeah, August, like all that time, like I thought I was so, I guess, set up. You know what I mean? I was like, I got to get on Amazon. You know, they're the marketplace of the world. Let's just be real. Let's get that out there. We all know Amazon. Everybody knows what Amazon is. And so when I first got into Bitcoin, I was like, I got to be on Amazon. I got to be. So that's what I did in August. And then September, October, I'm like, okay, first of all, my listing wasn't active as I thought it was. I don't know what was going on. I forget the details right now. But at first, my listing wasn't live. I think it had something to do with, because Amazon, if y'all don't know, man, in order to be on Amazon, you got to do hell of a lot of stuff and be like, you have to damn near be already an established brand. And that's what I didn't know. I mean, if I could go back and do it again, I would still do it again because Bitcoin is still new. Crypto is still new. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows, like, literally how they're going to be able to use it. It's already regulated, but it's not accepted worldwide yet. It's not global. Everybody knows about it, but no one uses it. It's like that's just, what is it? Not an oxy. Is that an oxymoron? Some to that effect. So it's only almost less than 2% of the world uses it. You know what I mean? But everybody knows about it. So I still feel like this is an experiment. I still feel like it's a marathon. Shout out to Nip. Rest in peace. But it's a marathon, and so if I had a chance to go back and do it again, I would. I would still do it again. It's just that I would only do my basketball. So first off, I do have my hat on there. But that took away, I'm not gonna say a lot of time, but that took away some of the focus from what I was trying to accomplish, which is just be profitable on Amazon. And if I had to go back, I would just focus on my basketball. But anyway, the first couple of months, I wasn't even active. And nobody really saw my posting until a little after, until I got everything situated. I want to say it was because the listing, it just wasn't approved, I want to say, and it didn't have enough information. That's one thing that I want to let you guys know, whoever's watching this video in the future. And if you want to get into Amazon, you have to make sure that your information is getting across on your post, because if it isn't, then nobody's going to be able to find it. Nobody's going to be able to find your product, especially since you're first starting out and you're not using ads. So just put as much information as possible in your description. And that's one thing I didn't do at the beginning. I noticed that I wasn't getting a lot of traction. And so I actually called Amazon up to see what was going on, say, hey, what could I do? And that's what they were saying. Like, they were like, you can put more description into your product. Not only that, though, I didn't start off with FBA at first. So after like September, October, I was just like, okay, let me get into the FBA program. So that's what I did. And I started the FBA in November. But before you get into FBA, you approve your product. And then if you want to be in the FBA, if you want to have them sell it, you have to send them the weight, the dimensions, the size of your product, and the weight, the box sizes, what type of boxes you're using, how many products you're sending. It's a lot with the initial process of getting into it, especially like what you're selling and your product specifications. So you guys got to know that. You guys got to know that if you, like I said, if you plan on going to Amazon. If you're not, then it's all good. But just to let y'all know, it's like it's like almost an uphill battle, like because you got to go back and forth. Like I had to go back and forth with Amazon, like because even when you put in everything you think that you know what I mean that it needs, it says, oh, your thing is not approved and stuff. Oh, your sizes don't fit. Oh, your inventory is not enough. Oh, the storage limit. You guys have a storage limit. You have a storage limit on Amazon. So you can't send them too many of your product, you know what I mean? And then so you gotta, and then if you really need to send more, you have to request for more storage limit and more storage space. So you got to get approved for that. And yeah, man, it was a lot. I honestly could say it was a lot. I'm gonna say it's worth it. I'm gonna say it's worth it. It's just you gotta prepare yourself for an uphill battle. That's all I would say. If you ever get on Amazon, you gotta prepare yourself for an uphill battle. Unless you just have like just a random, just a simple product. I don't, you know what I mean? My product, I guess it was round and it's a basketball. So, you know, you gotta have the deflated dimensions and then the box, how it's going to fit inside of the box and stuff like that. So maybe if you have like a Rubik's Cube product, you know, specifically the dimensions, you know, it's a small box and everything, but that's basically it for that. I'm just saying, like, if you ever want to get on Amazon, man, just be prepared. All right. So we did that, and I finally got on with the FBA, I believe, in November, and still nothing. And I'm just like, okay. I got on there, and that's one of the things that I was happy about. I got on there before Black Friday. This was like November 13th or something like that, right before Thanksgiving. And so I'm like, I got 2 weeks till Black Friday. We good. I'm good. Perfect. Black Friday came around, nothing. You know what I'm saying? After Black Friday sales came around, nothing. Christmas came around, nothing. You know what I'm saying? New Year's sales came around, nothing. I'm like, okay, damn, maybe am I too new? Is it me or my product? That's the thing. Like, you'll get there. It's just like it'll make you start questioning yourself. Like, is it me or is it the product? You know what I mean? Like, am I not doing enough, or does the product not come over well with the customers? And so it was rough, man. I can't lie, it was rough. Like, I'm like, bro, I've been on here 4 months. September, I've been on here through the holiday season. Like, not one sale. Not one. January came through, same thing. Nothing. So then, well, before I get to January, same kind of like the same time of year, but that's when I started ads. I started ads at the end of December or January, one of them. End of December. No, I started in January. No, I'm tripping. I started ads. So I'm like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? I had enough. And after 90 days, you like, okay, we got to change up. You can't be doing the same thing and expect the same result or expect a different result. You know what I mean? And so that's when January I was like, I gotta get in the ads. There's nothing I can do, about the traffic. Maybe it's too high. I'm not being seen. And there's one thing I did want to mention, and I'll probably mention this when I make it and you guys see me on TV. I'm just projecting, but it's fine. That's what we got to do. You got to speak it into existence. So I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to say it again. I want to say it in 10 years, right? When I make it and when y'all see me on TV. So the one thing that I did assume, which was bad, the number one thing that I would change as far as like my mindset a little bit was that I thought my product would sell itself. I honestly did. Maybe I should show y'all basketball. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to show y'all basketball. So this is This is my basketball. I mean, it reflects the light. I mean, it's in the plastic, so it might not do too good. But it's just a lot of bees. I'll link it. Like I said, I'm gonna link it in the description. But it reflects light. Yeah, you can see more on the Instagram live. Yeah, you see it a little bit. I don't want to take out the plastic because it's new for YouTube, but it reflects light. If I put it in the background, maybe it'll be a little bit better. But yeah, so I thought, bomb ass product, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, this is it. This is it. I love basketball. Bitcoin got all these bees on it, and it reflects light. Like, it lights up. I wish I had a flashlight or a blinking light, but it's all good. But anyway, yeah, I'll put it in the description. I'll put it in the description at the end of the stream, but I thought my product would sell itself. And I don't know if I'm not going to say that's arrogant, or I'm not going to say that's conceited, or just, no, I just honestly thought my product would sell itself. And another thing is where I was coming from was a place like, I went to the Bitcoin conference back in April. You know what I mean? This was 2022, back in April. And I sold all my basketballs. It took me 4 days to sell them all, but I sold all my basketballs. I sold all 10. Was it 10? Yeah. I sold all 10. I sold like 2 the first day, 1 the second day, like 2 the third day, and then I sold the rest on all the last day. I sold like 4 on the last day. Does that equal 10? If it doesn't, y'all get what I'm saying. I sold all my basketballs. And so I'm like, this got to be a banger. This got to be a hot product. This is it right here. And so going in, I'm like, I'm good. My basketball is going to sell itself. No, sir. Obviously. And then January hit. I was like, all right, I need ads, man. I need something. I got to figure out something. But it wasn't until actually last week, you know what I mean? March or whatever. I still wasn't getting sales. And then I hit up Amazon again because of something. So when you go on Amazon or when you sign up for the FBA program, they give you ad credit. They give you ad credit and you have up to a certain date to use it. And my date was coming up at first, and I'm not going to bad talk Amazon. I'm not. But they're just not on their game. That's what I will say. They're not on their shit. Because when you call them, they act like they don't understand or they don't know the answer to your question of how their system works. I'm like, what? You can't tell me why my product is not selling? I mean, I'm not expecting them to tell me the specific reason, but I'm just like, at least help me out to see where I'm going wrong. And I just didn't get that from them. And there was a couple other questions that they're like, oh, we got to send that to our ad department. We'll get back to you on email. I'm like, why can't you just tell me the answer? Like, that shit was kind of weird to me. I don't know if it was a new program. I'm pretty sure it's not a new program. Pretty sure it's been around since at least 2019. So I don't know. And FBA been out since 15, 16, if not longer. So anyway, that was a little frustrating. But what I did not know was when I called them to use my ad credit. Oh, that's why. That's another thing. Like, I was like, how do I use my ad credit? And they couldn't tell me how to use my ad credit. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, they could not literally tell me how to use my ad credit. And so until finally I had to keep calling them because the last day was coming up. They sent me an email. It was like, hey, the last day to use your ad credit is tomorrow. I was like, all right, man, whatever. Let me see if I can try to figure this out again. Called them up, said, hey, I need to use my ad credit. How do I use it? Then finally, some guy told me, "Hey, you do this. You are like it's already connected. It's already approved, awarded to your account. You just have to use it through your budget." So my budget was $10 a day. Like I ain't paying 10 more than $10 a day on an ad or ad space. You know what I mean? That's just the way of the game. And I'm just starting out. You know what I mean? I don't have capital. I don't have large sums of money. I don't have investors just yet to invest in my company. So I don't have that much leeway. So I just put $10. So now he told me, hey, increase. You can either, because it's the thing. Like you could either. It was two things I could do. I just don't remember exactly the second one. First one was to increase my budget. Oh, and the second one, which was like, really, was that he can extend the ad date of how long I can use it. Because, like I said, I called before, like a month before the ad credit. I called when I first got the ad credit. I said, how do I use my ad credit? They're like, oh, we got to get back to you. We gotta, run this up to our ad department to figure out how to use it. I'm like, how y'all send me an email and y'all don't know what the hell's going on? And so I kind of forgot about it because I already had ads, I already had my budget, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll get back to it. So when the last day came, I was like, damn, I have to do something. But that like I said, that was really frustrating. That kind of pissed me off. Like y'all don't even know y'all own system. That was weird as hell. But anyway, I said that, called him up, and he was like, he tried to extend the date. I give him that, but it didn't work. He couldn't extend it. So I had to increase my budget from $10 to $100 a day. All right. And I just said, forget it. All right, I can make 100. I can get 100 people, not 100 people, but I can get $100 worth of ads in 24 hours. It's cool. I did it. You know what I mean? I increased it, and I actually did. I got $110 worth of ad space through my account. And I was like, wow, well, it worked. And, I only got to pay $10 of that. And speaking of which, I probably should decrease it by now. So yeah, but anyway, that happened. Still didn't get no sale. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do another ad. So that way, another campaign. And this time I'm gonna figure it out. So another thing that he suggested was, hey, when you're doing ads, you have to continuously update your ad campaign. And I did not know that. You know what I mean? It's just some things that you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? That's what we call it, life, man. You know what I mean? Like some things you don't know, you don't know. And so if you're on an ad campaign, I'm giving y'all a game right now. And nobody's even here to listen to it, but it's all good because it's in the future. If you run an ad campaign, you have to update it every 2 to 3 days. Every 2 to 3 days, you gotta look at it every 2 to 3 days and update and tweak your ad campaign. And I did not know that until he told me that, and I was like, oh, so that made sense. You don't set it and forget it. You set it I don't know. You set it and freak it, or whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? And so that made me say, okay, I'm going to stop the current campaign that I'm doing, and I'm going to just make a new one with hella keywords. That's another thing. Make sure y'all using hella keywords. Use all the suggested keywords that your seller account is giving you. Use all the keywords that Amazon is giving you to use, because you're not going to think of every single word. You know what I mean? We're not AI. You're not going to beat AI. Maybe in like other things, but not in information. You're not going to beat AI in information. So you have to tweak. I had to tweak that. And then when I made a new campaign, this was like last Wednesday. No, this was this week Wednesday. This was this week Tuesday. This was whatever. I made a new campaign and I used like 95 keywords. My first campaign, I used like 7 because I just wasn't aware. I just didn't know. You know what I mean? Like I said, you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? And so I did that 95 keywords, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it up. I'm gonna continue to do this. I'm gonna look at it. This was this week. I know it was this week because I haven't looked at my ad campaign yet. So that's how I know it was this week. So this was like Thursday. This was like Tuesday or Thursday when I did this ads for my Amazon. And so I know it's been more than 2 or 3 days since I've seen it, and that's how I know it was this week. But yesterday at 4 a.m., March 11th, I finally sold a basketball after 8 months on Amazon. After all that. So, and then I guess just same old Amazon. I called them up to ask them, hey, can y'all help me execute the things that made me make a sale? Can y'all help me take advantage of my ad campaign and the things that made me make a sale? We got to run it up to our ad, department and get back to you with email. I'm like, I don't understand why y'all are even a department. Like, why can't I even call y'all? I don't get it. I really don't. You know what I mean? I really don't. And I was just like, whatever, man. Whatever. Because that was yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. I actually did look into my campaign, but I didn't like do my due diligence in it. I looked through, I saw the sale, and I was trying to look through how did that customer get from Amazon to me to the sale? I was trying to figure that out, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna make this hard on myself. I'll just call Amazon and see what they say. We got to route your call to the ads campaign manager department and get back to you through email. I'm like, why are y'all here? Why are y'all here if y'all can't tell me how to execute my sales better? How to make my sales better? I don't know. I don't know if it's my expectations too high. I don't know if I'm expecting them to do something that they are not equipped to do. I don't know if it's something that I assumed that they would be able to be knowledgeable about and give me some pointers on that's not really their business. I don't understand, man. Like, if I'm using your system, how can you not tell me, like, why aren't you able to tell me how to use your system better? Like, it's still like frustrating right now. I'm just like, I'm trying to ask y'all how to make more sales, and y'all can't tell me. Like, I'm just like, whatever, man. So yeah, I did that yesterday. Looked at the sale and everything, called them. They were like, we'll get back to you on email. So they did get back to me on email, and they said, go through your diagnostics tool and you'll be able to see the back end and what your sale, how your sale got, made or whatever. I was like, all right, man. All right, whatever. So probably gonna do that right after this live, right after these streams, and see what I can see. Because that was last night. They emailed me back or whatever, and I didn't get a chance to look back at it. So I'll look at it tonight or whatever. But yeah, don't unless you're an established brand, don't expect your product to sell. And last thing I'm gonna say about Amazon, I'll let y'all go. I didn't even want to keep y'all this long, honestly. I just wanted to talk to y'all for like 10, 15 minutes. But I just had to give I just had to tell y'all my journey. Don't expect your product to sell, whatever. And this is without the brand registry program. So if y'all don't know, Amazon has a brand registry program. in order to be in their brand registry, because brand registry is all those products that you see, that extra, like they have a glow about them, their listing, they're in that brand registry program. Like the A+ content, if you see them and they have A+ content, they're in the brand registry program. In order to be in the brand registry program, you got to be copyrighted or trademarked. Excuse me. You have to be trademarked. In order to be trademarked, you have to pay for a trademark. And that's one thing that I am not ready for. I wouldn't say I'm not ready for it, but I'm not going to subject myself to that, because like I said, Bitcoin is still brand new and it's not adopted globally yet. So you expect me to pay $1,500 to be an established brand on Amazon, where I don't really, I have no really control of my sales, and you can't tell me how to make more sales, and there's no guarantee that I'll even make sales consistently. So I'm just taking my time. I'm not gonna join the brand registry program just yet. I'm not saying it's not a good program, because it does seem like it's a great program. I read the features, I read everything that you get. They really do push your product. They really do push your brand. They really establish and solidify your brand. From everything I've read, yes, I'm sure it is worth it. It's just not worth it for me at this specific time. Like, unless I'm making consistent sales, I just don't feel like it's worth it for me at this time to be an established, to pay $1,500 for a trademark. I'm already, first of all, I'm already in the hole. Like, we ain't gonna talk about that, but I'm already in the hole, and you expect me to get more into the hole to hopefully make more sales just because I'm an established brand on Amazon with A+ content, and my product should go far. Like, one thing about when you're in brand registry versus not, you can add videos to your listings. I can't add videos to my listings, which is kind of messed up. And I don't want to say messed up. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. But I can't even put a video about my basketball. I have a video on my Etsy. So, but it's like, it sucks, man, because I'm like, I know that's probably one of the things that my listing is missing. Like, every basketball product you see on Amazon has a video, but they paid to make that happen. And they have a professional video at that. So they definitely paid for the video and paid to be there on their sponsor, as a sponsored on Amazon. So they're paying for their space, and they're paying their way through Amazon and being in business. I'm not there yet. I understand that. And I'm not naive, or I'm not what's that word? When you want things to happen fast and stuff like that. I'm not that type of entrepreneur. And I know my limits. I know me, and I know what I can do. You know what I mean? It's a slow grind. It sucks, but I'm in it. I'm in it for the long haul. Marathon. It's a marathon, you know what I mean? But if I can't sell a basketball a day, what am I doing? Making $1,500, paying $1,500 to be to be a little higher on the search results. I just don't, like, right now that it won't benefit me. It's specifically from what I'm seeing, because first of all, and that's the underlining reason of all this is because they have to approve your trademark, and nobody owns this. So there's no guarantee that they will approve my trademark. I mean, I know, like I said, I know there's hella Bitcoin companies on Amazon, or hella Bitcoin merch companies on Amazon. I don't know how they got there. I'm assuming that they all, I don't think they're all brand registered, but I know there's companies out there that use a brand registry, like HoloGear. Well, HoloGear is not they're not a Bitcoin company, but they do have a They have a reflective basketball, but they're not in Bitcoin. It's not adopted yet. So until I see until I know for sure that I can be, and I'm not saying I'm not going to be approved. I'm just saying I don't have the $1,500 to throw out there just in case I don't. Okay, because if you don't get approved, you have to pay another $200 to $300 to resubmit your trademark. You know what I mean? And I just don't have the time for that. I really don't have the time for that. You know what I mean? And this $1,500 is coming out of my pocket. It's not coming out of my business's account because my business's account, like I said, is in the negative. All right. So right now, my focus is, I don't even know why I'm telling y'all, but it's fine. It's cool. If y'all want to know, my focus is just to get back to zero. Let's get back to even, and I'll figure it out from there. Until I get $1,500 in profit, I'm not going to be into the brand registry program. That's just facts. That's just what it is right now. And nothing's going to change that. Unless I get a brand deal somehow through YouTube, unless I just, for all of a sudden, just get, hundreds of sales through my platforms, on Amazon or Etsy. I'm on eBay, I'm on Mercari, I'm on Poshmark. I'm on other platforms, guys. I'm on all platforms, all major platforms, at least. So I'm still working on my website to be on Instagram, because if you can't have an Instagram shop or a Facebook shop for that matter if you don't have a website. So still working on a website, but right now, just my resources is limited right now. I'm not gonna say they're depleted, but they're just limited right now. And I'm biding my time, taking it one step at a time. I'm not gonna force anything, and I'm not gonna bite off more than I can chew. Because I've done that before. So I don't need to do that again. You know what I mean? So I think this is a good time to let y'all go. I can't see this plane. Oh, it's a helicopter. But whatever. So yeah, that's what it is right now. The brand registry, on Amazon, that'll come later. You know what I mean? If I can get some profit under my belt. Like once I profit, then we can start talking about branching out. Then we can start talking about doing extra stuff. But right now, I'm not doing no extra stuff. Just keeping it even kilter and doing the best with what I have. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best with what I have. But other than that, man, I wish I could see this reflect. I really wish I could. Like, Instagram is the only, that's the only way y'all can see the little light. Y'all can see it light up a little bit. And then YouTube, y'all really can't really see that much, but it's fine. Anyway, appreciate y'all guys watching. Appreciate y'all being here. If y'all want a hat, it's on my Etsy at the BTC Reserve. On Etsy at the BTC Reserve. On YouTube, I got links in there at the BTC Reserve. On Facebook, I'll drop a link for the basketball on Facebook. If y'all want one. And yeah, man, that's about it. I appreciate you guys watching. I didn't really want to make these lives too long. Didn't want to go over 30 minutes. I honestly just wanted to tell y'all about my sale on Amazon. That was it. About 10, 15 minutes. But it's all good. It's all good. It's what we do. All right. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all on next Sunday. And next Sunday is going to be an interesting one because we got a lot of stuff going on, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if y'all seen that Silicon Valley Bank. It went down. Hella stuff going on with the Celsius bankruptcy. If y'all following that, I'm pretty sure y'all don't even know what that is. But Celsius is just a lending crypto platform that went bankrupt. That's no longer existing. Actually, it's in Chapter 11 process, but they're not going to revamp it, or they're not coming out alive through this process. It's going to be another company, which is called Nova Wolf. Another topic, another subject. But I'm just saying there's a lot of things going on with these bankruptcies, a lot of things going on with this Silicon Valley Bank. I feel like this is the beginning of the end of banks. I'm going to say it's going to take a little longer. I'm going to say, like, after this next president, because he's gonna change the financial systems, is we gotta wait. So we gotta just wait. This is the beginning, but we just gotta wait till after whoever this next president is. And if they don't talk financials or try to change the crypto space, or not the crypto space, the financial space, I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised, especially since Trump is running. I'm very surprised to see who he's running up against, because I don't see Biden get another term. It really doesn't matter. All that matters is their agenda. We all know that they have agendas, right? So I'm not saying anything crazy, but all that matters is their agenda. If their agenda doesn't include anything about crypto, I'll be very surprised. I will be very surprised. But if it does, that's the sign that you got to get your money out of a bank. I'll let y'all know that now. Once this president comes in, or even before, whoever's talking about money, pay attention to that president, or pay attention to that candidate, even though they're selected because it's all rigged. But pay attention to that candidate. Whoever's talking about specifically changing the money system so that they can make the dollar better, especially FedNow. Y'all know FedNow is coming out in July. I already did a live on that on my Facebook. FedNow is coming. And so they're taking out the middleman. Like I said, now they want to make transactions zero seconds. Now they want to make transactions faster. So they're taking out the third party, and now you can, with FedNow, your dollars will be digital, and you can send money to people without a third party, without 3 to 5 business days. Really? Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. So we got a little over a year to the next president. Whoever's talking FedNow and like changing the banking system to create the dollar to be digital, pay attention to that candidate, because that's the sign. Get your money out of a bank. Do whatever you have to do to change the way that you receive your money, because it's gonna go digital and you're not gonna be able to control it. All right, the dollar's never going away. I wouldn't say it's actually like literally gonna go away. It's just gonna be digital. So the physical money is gonna have less and less of effect. It'll probably still be obviously in commerce. You could probably still use it, but we're getting less, and we're gonna have less and less of it. And so once they start to change it to a digital dollar, that's when the war is gonna start, because other countries depend on the US dollar structure. And if they don't want to use the digital dollar, America is gonna force them to, or at least try to force them, at least. But hopefully, maybe more often than not, more countries would be like El Salvador and just choose to use an alternate cryptocurrency or alternate currency, which is Bitcoin. They're the capital of Bitcoin right now. El Salvador, if you ever get a chance to go. If you ever get a chance, they're still building Bitcoin City. I will be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be the first one over there, but I will definitely visit Bitcoin City in the future. They're saying it should be up next year. But Bitcoin's took a dip this year, last 6 months. So it's still up in the air when Bitcoin City will be actually created and established. Let me stop rambling. Okay. I'm just saying next Sunday we're gonna get into it because Silicon Valley Bank went under Friday. A bank in America went under. That should tell you something. It's the beginning of the end. I'm not going to say this is just the end, but it's the beginning. This is where it starts. A bank in America has gone under. Really? Come on now. Come on now. But I'm telling you, January 2025, February 2025, whatever bill is passed, whatever they want to go, whatever they trying to do with this dollar, the digital dollar, FedNow, FedCoin, whatever. Keep your eyes on your dollars. Keep your eyes on your cents. If not, take it out of the bank. If you don't want to worry about, you know what I'm saying, them being able to verify your transactions, or even pause your transactions, or even transfer your accounts to a digital infrastructure where they can see your transactions. What they call it? They can like when you verify somebody, they can vet your transactions, and they can ask you, oh, they can see who you work for, how much you're getting paid, and then even what you're spending on it. Why are you spending on this? And hey, I'm telling you, I'm not going to go all the way to say that they'll be able to stop your spending, but I'm pretty sure they'll be asking questions because they can see your spending. I'm not going to go as far as to say that they will control, like they can turn off and turn on your accounts, but we're getting there. That's all I'm saying. We're getting there. Y'all seen what happened in Canada. When the riots happened, or the protests, and I believe it was a peaceful protest. The truckers were protesting that they didn't want to take a vaccine. And everybody that they can get their hands on, their names and numbers, they turned off their financial accounts. They turned them off. Look it up. So if Canada can do that, you don't think America can do that? You don't think America can do that? Especially when we're going to go digital? You don't think America can do that? Come on now. Hey, I'm going to let y'all go, man. Just be on the lookout. Just get your money out of the bank. I would suggest whoever is watching this in the future, if there's a way that you can not use a bank, do that. I'm sorry. I hate that I don't have a way to specifically do it because I haven't done it yet. I mean, obviously take your money out of the bank. That's a good thing. But the direct deposits from your bank or from your jobs, that's kind of hard to get away from. I'm not gonna lie. So that's something that's different. You got to be a different person to be able to sustain yourself outside of being paid from somebody else. Obviously, this is my answer. This is my go-to. This is my godsend. Obviously, start a business. If you can't do that, find a way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you can't do that, invest into some type of, y'all already know what I'm invested in. But if y'all don't like Bitcoin for whatever reason, you don't agree with me, you don't like it, you don't see the benefit, cool. Get into some type of crypto that you believe in, that you have your own keys that you can control. That way, if anything happens to the banking system, you still have money. You still have money digitally. And if you don't want to use their coin, their FedNow, their US dollar digital, you still have money digitally. And you can transfer and convert your money into whatever you want it to be. And convert it into a currency that will be able to sustain you. And, you know, take care of your living expenses, take care of your family, take care of yourself. You know what I mean? But just please either park your money at your house, park it into a crypto, or do something. Do something. This is my message to you. If y'all are looking for a reason to do something, do it now. All right, guys, my bad, man. Like, let me go. I just gotta Yeah. I love you guys. I will see you guys next Sunday, man. Hey, Bitcoin's the future. You already know. So you might as well make it a present. All right. I'll see y'all later, man. How do I stop this? Oh, there you go. All right, YouTube. For sure.